Well, folks, it is about that time where we are back with another episode of Awful Twitter Takes. Now, before we carry on here, let me just say for the record that as long as people take accountability for their mistakes, I've got no issue with them. We as human beings, we are made to fuck up. We are made to make mistakes. I mean, here's the deal. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. But here's where we start to take issue in a situation here, is when someone who is clearly in the wrong does not accept accountability, and what manages to make things even worse is when there are people that are actively defending this individual's wrongdoings, despite there being evidence of that person's wrongdoings live in 4K for everybody to see. So let's get into this. By the way, sorry if I mispronounce any names going forward in this video. We have Nandre posting, I don't know if there has been a more obvious smear campaign than trying to paint the most visible dog lover on stream as an animal abuser. Kaya is so loved. So many people, including myself, who are competent dog owners, have spent time at Hasan's with Kaya. She is not abused. Yes, we have somehow returned back to the subject revolving around Hasan and his dog, Kaya. And I think it should go without saying that when it comes to cardinal rules in life, one of them revolves around not abusing your pets. You protect them. You love them. They are a part of your family. They're not some accessory or prop to make you look good in front of others. And if you find that your pet is misbehaving and being defiant towards you, well, you might want to look deeper into yourself and figure out if it is the pet's problem or if it's your problem, where you lack the discipline and you lack the maturity to be able to teach and guide and nurture your pet. Like, I just get so sick and tired of seeing people triple down on this fucking bullshit nonsense revolving around Hasan and defending him and sucking his toes like he's the greatest thing on earth, when it is 4K clear as day that this man right here has a bad history. And why do I say history? Well, that would be because this right here stems past Kaya. Let me take you guys to a clip that I'm going to warn you guys is very damn infuriating, especially for you dog lovers. But for those that are staying, let's roll the clip.
Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you, okay? In front of everyone. Motherfucker, come here.
Motherfucker, come here.
Okay, so there are not one, but two very, very big points of conflict here in that 13-second clip that unfortunately I had to show you. So the first piece of the video showcases Hasan grabbing his dog Fish right by the harness or vest or whatever the dog is wearing and pulls the dog back. And from my vantage point, it looks like that the dog actually left the ground for a period of time. So literally being yanked off of the ground and yanked back in a very aggressive manner while Hasan is threatening to kill his dog. Now, the second clip here, if you thought the first clip was bad, the second clip is infinitely worse. He literally takes his hand and pulls on the dog's tail, pulling the dog back. I hope, Hasan, you realize that that tail right there in a dog is an extension of that dog's spine. So if you were to injure that dog's tail, you would have injured that dog's spine. You fucking idiot. Like, I don't know how many images I've got to show. I don't know how much video footage I've got to show. I don't know how many different languages I need to speak in order to get it through you orbiters' heads that this shit's not fucking okay. It is not defensible under any means whatsoever, regardless of who you are or who you think you are. Like, is it that you Hasan orbiters are just that fucking ignorant and that enamored by Hasan's presence? Or are you just naturally that much full of fucking shit that you can't think 2 seconds for yourselves. Like, let me show you guys another orbiter of Hasan, and this one here is Frogan, who we've talked about before. A very fucking nasty and unpleasant person, to say the very least. Frogan offers her thoughts on Colorgate. He cleared his name. He literally debunked it. He showed the color on stream. What more can be done? Well, what more can be done is for you to stop fucking lying through the skins of your weasel teeth. He didn't debunk shit. In fact, the more he spoke about it, the more the lies were fucking exposed. The more the cracks were starting to show, and especially when it comes time for that full moon to shine the light on all the cracks and the lightning starts striking, there's nowhere for you to hide. So anyone that says that this is all just an organized attack, an organized smear campaign, and you continue to simp for Hasan in the same breath, you have got absolutely no logical line of argumentation in this case, so you can see your way out of it while the A's and B's continue this discussion. Like, I just don't even understand anything at this point when it comes to the mindset of people that continue to idolize these type of individuals that clearly have bad history, that clearly are bad faith, that have clearly said and done things that are very, very much condemnable. I just don't understand it, and I've said this before. Allow me to reiterate this once again for you guys. I am so glad that my community, no matter how small it is in comparison to all the other big communities, this right here is filled with people that are not drones. They think for themselves. And here's the deal. Here's where the best part of the community comes into play. They are honest. They look at me as a person first and foremost. You know why I think that's awesome? Is because I know that as a human being, I make mistakes. I don't want people to fucking sweep for me. I want to own that shit, and I want people to call me out and hold me accountable. I preach about accountability. Well, guess what? There's times that I gotta eat that shit too. And I'm gonna continue to provide that example, leadership by example. I preach about accountability. Guess what? I preach about it to myself too. And you know what? These people here that have big time followings, they need to start wising their asses up. And they need to start actually being real adults and be a positive influence for their audiences. Like, enough is enough. It's 2025. Everybody needs to wake the fuck up. And I'm not trying to say all this to be an asshole or to be genuinely mean here. Yeah, I might come off as a little bit harsh. Yeah, I might be a little bit blunt, a little bit forward and more blunt than what your average individual is used to. But I'm just saying it like it is, man. Plain and simple. Like, you can have your favorite content creators to watch. Like, don't get that twisted here. I've got my favorite content creators to watch as well. But don't hold them to such a level where they are omnipotent. You know what I'm saying? They're people at the end of the day, and when they make mistakes, hold them accountable. And that is also when the real test begins. That is where the cream rises to the top. If you got those that are going to double and triple down on their mistakes, never acknowledge their mistakes, never take any accountability or apologize for where they went wrong, then those are people that you should avoid. But if you are going to look up to content creators that are actually taking ownership for their mistakes and their shortcomings, those are people that honestly should earn your support. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off here before it goes on longer than I had planned. I think I said all that I needed to say, and the picture is, well, it's more than evident. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Picasso or anything. It's 2 + 2 = 4 type of thing. Animal abuse is fucking wrong. Everybody should condemn that shit. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I love each and every single one of you. I'll see you guys in the next video.